So that you can also able to understand what Python does and how we can utilize Python, like a basic understanding we can do. Okay.
Okay, okay.
So before proceeding, I just wanted to know how comfortable you are in, any of the programming language. Do you have any exposure or anything?
Yeah, I mean, in my BTech time, I have studied, but as of now, I don't remember anything. But yeah, earlier I have studied like C or C++, very basics. But right now, I didn't remember anything, to be honest.
Right, right, right. See, those things, na, C and C++,
Yeah,
those were literally very hard. If I will
okay,
compare with,
okay, okay.
with a Python. So here in the Python, even you won't feel anything like that. It is so hard. Okay, it's very easy.
Okay.
Okay, but
Okay.
not in the first few classes, but later on, when you will go further, you will able to understand that Python is literally very easy. And with Python, what we can do, you will be able to understand.
Okay.
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 So let me give you some of the examples or some of the introduction to the Python so that we can proceed together then. Okay.
Okay.
In our further classes. So you are aware nowadays everybody is moving to the DevOps kind of thing, right?
Right.
Everybody is talking about automation, that we need automation, we need automation. Automation is not a very simple thing. It's a like bunch of a lot of stuff, right? So in
Mhm.
automation, if you talk about PHP, that can also come into automation if it is the demand of the hour. If you are talking about the HTML, CSS,
Mhm.
those can be come into the part of the your projects. So it's really very vast. But
Right.
when we talk about Python, okay, when we say Python, Python is really very valuable tool for the IT professionals because it's very versatile. It's very easy to use. Main thing is easy to use. Okay, so strong. It has a strong ecosystem of libraries. Okay,
Right.
I will be gonna use these words and I will explain about them. But you can understand two parts here. Okay, rest all are the maybe you can say theoretically, but these are really very easy to understand, and there are a lot of libraries. And that is the reason that your DevOps people, okay, because of its simplicity, its flexibility, its strong ecosystem of library and frameworks, it is the fastest growing language in terms of number of developers,
Okay.
okay,
Okay.
or in terms of the giants who are using it, like Google, YouTube, Dropbox, NASA. All of them are using Python somewhere, not the complete language I am saying. Okay, it can be a supporting language. But couple of the websites are as such which are on the Python only. Okay, they are written on the Python, nothing else. So you need to understand the contribution for the Python community is really very huge or very large. Okay, which has a lot of packages, maybe more than 8,60,000 and still increasing. We cannot count that. Okay, so definitely there are a lot of things, but we need to understand when Python came. Okay, it was 1.x, then 2.x came, then 3.x is the running version which we are currently using. 2x is outdated now of the days 2020. After 2020, we are not using it. Okay. 3.x is there. Consistency, improvement, and support is going on. Okay. What I am writing down, 3.x. It can be 3.11. Okay. Like that. 3.1, 3.2, bit like that. Okay. So these sub versions will keep on increasing depending upon your how new features are coming, what kind of your security updates, performance enhancements are coming. Okay. But the thing is, I was talking about libraries, right?
Okay.
What is library? If you talk about library is nothing. It is bit like the collection of pre-written code. Okay, you need to understand. We as a network administrator, let us say we need to log in onto a device. Okay, maybe let us say we have Fi device only, and we need to do the SSH. Okay, so this SH thing is the pre-written code. You need to just utilize that code from the libraries. So these libraries help the developer or the newbies like us, okay, to avoid writing the code again and again from the scratch. Okay, because it's a bit like ready-made functions we have, and we can utilize the same. So there are lot of libraries. Let us say I am talking about a library named as request. Okay, which I will be gonna show you later on. Couple of the libraries. Okay, among them request. So what does this do? Like through SSH you are accessing F5. Similarly, through HTTP, would there be a way? Yes, there is a way. You need to do what? You need to do something named as REST API calls. Okay. And for the same, we have some libraries like request library. There is a library named as, I am just giving you a couple of the name. Okay. Metaplot library. I will show this also. Basic library for creating the statistics, creating the animations, interactive visualization in the Python. Okay. It's widely used for your data visualization mainly. Are you there?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So,
Okay.
uh, visualization means kind of like I got this point. This HTTP, like we want to take the web access GUI.
So earlier I was giving an example that how to create a CDP neighbor diagram. So using your Python, you can create that. Visualization, are
Okay.
you able to understand? If you need to create a pie chart, if you
Yeah,
need
yeah,
to
yeah.
create a some kind of chart, okay, those
Got
kind
it.
of visualization you could able to create with your Matterport library.
Okay. Like just like we are in network monitoring, we are having kind of WhatsApp monitoring like software.
True, true, true. See,
Okay.
those software are what? Those software
Mm-hmm.
eventually are using such kind of libraries only,
Right,
right?
right, right.
So we will not go into very deep dive, but yes, if you want, you can. You can just go through and you can create maybe your own tool. Okay, so that you can do.
Okay.
Similarly, there is one library like Flask or Django. Okay, these are the libraries. These are very light web framework to build a small, medium-sized web application. Okay, so earlier I gave these demos in the demo class I showed to the people, like our from the management PC. Okay, our script will run. It will go to the F5, and from the F5 it will collect what all are the certs. Okay, so it will collect what all are the common names. Okay, and associated with these certs, and what is the expiry date, right? Expiry date. X
Okay.
expiry date. And this whole thing is coming in some kind of data. Okay, it can be any kind of data. It can be XML, JSON, bit like that kind of data. It is coming. And to the user, it is just populated in the form of HTML. So see, user is just clicking over here to get the expiry date, and he is able to see in the HTML format only. Background, we are using Django, we are using some Python scripts, okay, to get the data and lot of stuff. But try to understand with respect to the user. You are giving something which is really ready to use, right? Allow me a minute. Okay, back. Any question?
Yeah, it's fine.
Right. So I was using a term API. Are you aware about API?
Yeah, I have a bit idea.
See, currently, if I will tell you in networking, there is a drastical change or drastical shift that is happening. Okay, and everybody is using API. Either he or she is aware or not, right? API stands for your application programming interface, by the way. It is a mechanism to communicate with one application or one software to another software. And it can perform really a different functions depending upon your flow. So you can say when we are having any of the controller, especially in case of you are listening the terms SD. Okay, it can be SD-WAN, it can be SD access, it can be ACI or bit like that. In terms of Cisco, I'm talking about. Okay, there can be a different SD-WANs, Fortinet, or maybe different companies are providing
Hmm.
these.
Right.
Okay, what they are doing? They have the controller, means uh, like they have separated their control plane and the data plane,
Right. Right.
right? Main fundamental is the same. So they have separate data plane and separate control plane. And from your data plane to the controller to the data plane, there are some API calls which are keep on going. Okay. And these people are doing the automation, right? These particular API calls or automation can be in any format. Okay. We are not coming to that. But sometime you need to control your controller as well. Okay. So you can write down some script to make some changes into the controller. Now you need to understand when you are doing such kind of thing that you are controlling your controller, this is named as northbound. Okay, northbound API. And when your controller is going to the data plane, these are southbound API. Getting my point?
Yeah. Yeah.
So these are the API. But when I am talking about REST API, are you aware what is the difference between REST API and API? REST API is a part of the API. Okay. When an API is using the REST, it is named as REST API. What REST API means? If in the layman term I will talk, if it is using HTTP method. Okay. So when we will do your ASM thing, it means we will use REST API. So if you need to create the policies, you need to evaluate how many policies are into the transparent mode or blah blah blah. Okay, you can use REST API like get method can be there, post method can be there. I talked about this method, right? Patch method that can be you can use, put method you can use, delete method you can use. So in HTML or sorry in HTTP, you can able to use all of these methods. Now using the script, how you will do? Using the REST API. So very simple. See, if I will go on my browser, you can able to see my browser here.
Yeah.
If I will show you install Python. Okay. I'm just writing down install Python. You can see my first page is coming with Python installation. You can see the current version is 3.30, right? So depending upon your machine, if you have Windows machine, you can click here. If you have Linux, you can here Mac OS or whatever. Okay, you just click over here, download, and it will show you the downloadable file, and you can download it easily. On my system, it is already there. If I will just show you, and if you install it and you write down the Python and put enter, you can able to see which version you are having. Currently, I am having 3.10.6. That doesn't matter. Okay. It can be any version on your PC. So this thing, what is coming in front of you, it is bit like a shell, right? It is bit like a shell. It is named as interactive mode. Okay. Interactive interpreter, we used to say, because this is an interpreter language. Okay. So if you wanted to do something here, maybe let me show you some program. I want to show you a table. Let me give me some number. Which number table you want?
Number table means no. Uh.
Like 12 number table. Okay.
Okay.
Fine. I am saying number is 12. Then I can use some logic like for n in range. I will be gonna talk about these all fundamentals. I'm just showing you, okay, how we can utilize this. I'm just saying print whatever my number is multiplied by. So when I will put enter, you can see it is showing me a, ready to use, you can say, output. So you can see 12, 24, 36, 48 till 10. It is showing me the table of the 12, right? Similarly, I can use anything over here, but this interpreter is not used for a very huge programs. Okay. There is somebody joined with the name of Ola. Is this you, Jacob? Can you please introduce who joined with the Ola name? If you are speaking, you are on mute. Okay, leave it. So you can see this is a simple interpreter, right? Like if I am saying A equal to 10, simple, very simple, okay? B equal to 11, what would be the result of A plus B? It will be showing me then and there. Okay, very simple programs. So these things are interactive interpreter which cannot be work for us when we are writing down a big program. So we will download some kind of maybe Visual Studio Code. Okay. This is an ID. I would be gonna talk about it. Don't worry. So I am just opening a new file, Python file I am opening. Let me save this file over the desktop and let me give some name, maybe test.py. Fine. So this is an interactive interpreter. It is, sorry, this is an ID. Okay. And on the ID, whenever you are doing something, it will show you the syntax error if there is, if it will show you a lot of things like I'm showing you number. Okay. What number you want? Maybe, okay, how many VLANs you wanted to create?
5.
Let us say 5 VLANs you wanted to create. Okay, fine. Now I'm saying while, okay, number less than equal to 1. Okay. And here when I'm putting enter, you can see there are 4 space, right? This is the demand of R. Okay. I'm just trying to show you print configuring the VLANs. VLAN, and then maybe I can say, and here I can reduce the number so that my loop will not be always in the endless state. So what I am doing, please don't try to understand because it's your first class. You cannot able to understand it for sure. Okay. It's If I will run this, let me run this from here. I will teach you about each and every point, okay, later on. Currently, I'm just trying to show you. See, 5 VLANs, how easily we can able to print it out currently. Later on, we would be able to see how we can create it on the device. Okay, it is damn easy. Only we will use couple of the libraries and post that we can able to utilize them. So if number is 50, let us say if number is 50, okay, and if I will run it again, can you see 50 VLANs is created successfully? So it is really very easy. You can see in the 4 line of code, we can able to write down even 500 VLAN. Okay. If I will just use 500 VLAN, you can able to see the 500 VLANs are done. Okay. How easy task it is. Now try to think if there is some kind of merger where for you have 2000 devices in the merger and you need to put your ACLs, you need to remove their ACLs, right? You need to put your SNMP servers, maybe syslog servers, NTP servers, DNS servers, a lot of things, right? These tasks, believe me, is a huge project for the people who are doing such kind of migration. They will do it day and night. Okay, every shift is doing the same kind of boring task, right? If you can utilize Python script at that time, probably it will be really very easy to do the things in one go. Are you getting my point?
Yeah, yeah, good.
So very easy things. That is what I was trying to show you. Let me now show you the lab first. If you see, this is our lab. Okay. In the lab, like if you will take access, I'm just trying to show you something. If I will go to, okay. So this is my device. Okay. And in this device, you can see currently it should not have anything because it's damn new. Okay. I just licensed it. If you see, no virtual server, profiles, no profiles. Okay. Pools, no pools. Can you see any? Nothing, right?
Yeah, yeah, nothing.
Now, let me show you. There are some scripts. Can you see these scripts? Creating pools, updating description,
Yeah, yeah.
deleting. Let me run this script. So how I can run this script? I can run this script through the ID, but I don't want to disclose this script in the demo because it will be get uploaded on the YouTube. I'm just showing you. Okay, later on I will show you all the scripts when we will be in the class. I will show you how to create them also. But currently I am not opening it. I am just showing you. If I am writing down Python and then my script name, and if I am putting enter, okay, this script is running now. What it is asking, how many pools you want to create? Tell me how many you want. Let us say nine. Okay, nine pools. It is saying creating pools. Pools are created successfully. Please check via GUI. Although you can check from here also, but I am just trying to show you. Now, if I will refresh from here, like I just put here again, can you see this?
Yes, yes. Also
So
created.
in few minutes, you can see the pools are created. Okay, just give me a minute. This is one. Now, if you see, I have some more scripts. dir, if I will do, uh, updating description. What is the description currently? Nothing, right? Let me run the description. Python, updating description. When I will run this script, it is saying how many pools you have. I have nine pools. What is the description you wanted to put? Currently, it is a static description. Later on, I will show you how to make the dynamic description also, for sure. So let us say today is 3 November. I am saying 3 November Python class. Okay. I am putting enter. It is saying loading the existing pool and updating its description. Description is added successfully. Please check why good. So if I will just refresh it again, can you able to see the description?
Yeah, same.
Now I have someone more which is deleting pools. So let me just go over here and say delete the pools. How many pool you wanted to delete? So probably I want to delete only 8 pools. Enter. Okay. It is saying deleting the pools. Please wait. All the pools are deleted successfully. Can you see that? So all the 8 are deleted successfully. Okay. You can delete this as well if you want. So this is how your Python, running the Python and doing the scripts can be quite easy in your environment while dealing with the boring task or the repeated task. Or maybe if you need to do some kind of monitoring, or if you need to trigger some kind of item, maybe if you need to send some emails, you for sure you should have SNMP servers and all of those things. Okay, SMTP, sorry. So those things, if you already have, you could be able to utilize all of those basic parameters, and you can create your own programs. Any question?
Yeah, I got this basic idea how you this working. So you'll be teaching us this later how it did, right? Like how this is
For
linked.
sure, for sure.
Yeah,
That is
yeah,
what the class is.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So maybe you are using some kind of API which is linked with the device.
There are a lot of
Yeah.
APIs. Okay.
Okay.
There is an SDK also, software development kits. Okay. I will
Okay.
be explaining about each and everything from the basic, how to install the Python from there,
Okay.
how to utilize everything. I will be. But believe me one thing. Okay. Whatever I shown you. Okay, either I am doing it on maybe F5 or later on you will understand. Same script you can run on Palo, Fortinet, okay, FortiGate or whatever maybe. Okay, any vendor. I am not taking the vendor. It can be any vendor, right? Any device. You can able to understand once you are okay to write down the Python, then your imagination is the limit. You can utilize those scripts at any vendor, at any time. Nothing required to install some agents on this vendor side. Vendor need not to be, configured with anything. But using Python, if you have the connectivity, okay, you can just play around using these stuffs as per your choice. Are you getting my point?
Yeah, yeah.
So when I am teaching you in the class, let us say for F5, if I am showing you the loops for the F5, if I'm showing you the if else statement for the F5 and I'm utilizing for the F5 vendor because that is the what you are asking. Okay, both of you people are asking. Same logics you can use in the Cisco, you can use in the Polo, you can use in the maybe checkpoint or maybe any vendor you can talk about. You can use same logics over there. Different libraries for sure, but logics are same. Okay. Are you getting this overview? How we need to proceed, what we need to do?
Right,
If these
right.
points are clear?
Yes, yes.
So we will run it from the very scratch, as I was telling you, like from the level zero. I do understand the networking people or the F5 people or security people, they don't like languages. Okay, even if it is me also. But when we will learn Python, it will be damn easy. And we can able to get this like a story, like reading a story. How we read the story, we will create an interest in that. Similarly, when we will do Python, we will do the hands-on, experiments, or you can say a lot of lab scenarios. Using that theory, we need to utilize it in our lab scenarios so that you can able to grab that kind of fundamentals properly. Any questions?
So if you just talk about REST API, REST API is nothing. It is using via this HTTP, right?
Correct.
Maybe if we are doing like SSH, we are doing using some other API.
Some other API. Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Correct. Like there are some common APIs, NetMiko, Paramiko. Okay. So those are utilizing or leveraging your SSH theme.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Fine. So as you are aware, there is a Diwali bonus which is running on and providing a great discount on it. If you have your friends, please refer them as well. It will be on Saturday and Sunday. Okay, weekend class from 7 a.m. onwards, maybe 7 to 9 if everything is okay, or maybe 8:30 or so. So whatever would be the feasibility, we can go like that, right? It will take around 1 month or maybe 1 week plus minus. So that is how we will be proceeding. And lab, you have already seen. This is our lab. I have shown you, right? This is the lab. Fine. If no questions, we are good to wrap it up over here. From next Saturday, we will run this class in the complete mode. Any question from you, Jasdeep?
No, it's fine. So we can simply install the Python as of now, or we can do it later as well.
No, no, we can do it later. I
Okay.
will
Okay.
I will show you everything.
Okay,
Okay,
and that visual basics we also be required.
I will show you.
Okay, okay,
Okay, how to download Visual Studio.
okay,
If you don't have Visual Studio, what to do with another ID. Okay, we have Sublime, we have Anaconda, we have lot of huge list, but I need to talk about each of them. Okay, what you need to do, how you need to do. I will come like completely. I will tell you from end to end. Okay,
okay,
fine.
okay.
Then have a
So
great day. Yeah.
in this our lab, like we are having F5. So basically, you are in this course, we will having focus on F5 only, right?
F5, LTM, ASM, bit like that.
Okay, okay, okay,
Okay. And
okay,
using the same, we will utilize maximum of the libraries because F5 can you can take the access through the SSH as well, through the GUI as well.
okay, okay,
So both of the libraries we will learn.
okay.
Yeah. Thank you then. Have a very great day.
Thank
Take